Time now for Utah's most accurate forecast with Alana Brophy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
Happy Friday. We made it to the end of the week with a very similar pattern to what we've seen throughout the work week. Live look at Ensign Peak in Salt Lake County, but we're cooler and you notice it today thanks to a weak disturbance that moved on through. We're sitting in the 80s, pretty shot of downtown Salt Lake City. We still have that flood potential as well as an active flash flood warning for a portion of the Beehive State. Scattered storms popping up with the help of some of the heating of the day. This brief relief from the heat, well, it doesn't last. I've got the timeline on when that extreme heat makes a comeback and how it's going to impact your weekend. We do have weather alerts that will be going into effect. This is what it looked like this morning. Wasn't it nice to see a few showers in northern Utah kind of coming through, picking up a little bit of moisture at Snow Basin? And it wasn't just the high country. Our valleys getting measurable moisture. 3/10 in Bryce Canyon, over 3/10 in Tooele County and Vernon, Cedar City. Got 2/10 just underneath that in Centerville, so Davis County, and then even Utah County getting a little bit of measurable moisture. This is since 9 a.m. yesterday with those storms coming through, but we'll take anything we can get. Satellite radar shows how we saw those showers for the Wasatch Front this morning. They started to clear, tracking to the northeast, and then our afternoon development now focusing on Castle Country South down to Grand Staircase. That's where that flood watch is in effect, and it stays that way as we roll into the 9 o'clock hour. Right now we've got echoes of moisture, a little bit of lightning north of I-70 towards Green River, starting to pepper things in on the southern end of Uinta County. And then down south, that flash flood warning holds until 6 p.m. This is for part of Garfield and Wayne County, right near Capitol Reef National Park. And you can see lots of lightning embedded there. 34 strikes on the counter in your corner. And that means eyes to the skies as you head out to recreate. We know this is an area prone to flash flooding, so be careful. 80s out there right now. Kind of a nice little cool snap. We should crack the 90s, but taking a brief break. That disturbance packing a little more of a punch in the way of cooler air. 94 in Moab, 90s along the I-15 corridor, 104 in St. George. While this is a nice little break, it doesn't last. We actually have an excessive heat watch posted in the last hour. That includes the Wasatch Front, northern Wasatch Front, all the way down to Utah County and the northwestern corner of the state. This is for Sunday and will likely be upgraded into a warning as we roll into tomorrow. So if you have outdoor weekend activities, you want to make sure you're not planning them for Sunday when we see those temperatures climbing back into the triple digits. Isolated storm potential holds on with our moisture in place for our Saturday. Deeper moisture a little further to the east, and that's because the four-corner high kind of slightly steps to the east as we roll into our Saturday, which will allow for slightly drier air. Doesn't stay that way, though. Let's look at the timing on those storms. Into tonight, things start to clear, drier air in the north, but we stay active in the southwest corner of the state. Rolling into tomorrow, isolated chance of storms, a little more isolated in nature, and the heat starts to build back. Rolling into Sunday, we have the chance of that moisture and the heat bringing in that instability and storm development out there as that excessive heat watch could be upgrading. Possibility of flash flooding, but it declines a little bit from where we're sitting today as drier air wants to push in for our Saturday. Taking a look at those temperatures, triple digits tomorrow in Salt Lake, 90s. We bounce right back. 102 in Moab, 90s along the I-15 corridor. Chance of storms, 106 in St. George. Looking at the next 7 in Washington County, the chance of a thunderstorm hangs on, but the heat also flexes its muscle. 107 to close out the weekend with triple digits above the average of 102. This is typically the hottest time of the year in St. George, and I don't need to tell them that, right? Washington County, you know what I'm talking about. Triple digits holding on for the next 7 days for the Wasatch Front. Sunday looks hot, which is why that warning could pop up, and then we stay above average. Average this time of year in Salt Lake is 95. We're going to stay way above that as we get through the next 7, so a heads up there. To stay on top of any possible changes, download that ABC4 Weather app. Take a picture of this QR code. You do it with your phone. It takes you right to the App Store. You can download the app for free, and that way we can be there for you.